Okay, the first word is fountain. A fountain is a structure that sends water into the air. So here we can see we have this fountain. So normally it would shoot water up into the air, and then the water would come down the different levels, right? So the water shoots out, hits this level, comes down, and then it goes back up and comes back out. Another word for fountain, or another way you might hear the word fountain used, is if you are in a public place like at school, you might see that there's a water fountain. So a water fountain would be something that you can drink out of because it shoots the water through the air. Right now, we're not really allowed to use water fountains because when you drink, when the water hits your mouth, some of your like spit comes out and then goes, into the little basin. So it makes it easier to spread diseases. So that's why we're not using them right now. Coin. A coin is a metal disc used as money. So for example, I have in my purse, which I should have gotten out before, but I didn't. I have a bunch of coins. Okay, so this one is a penny, it's worth 1 cent. This one is a nickel, it's worth 5 cents. This one is a quarter, it's worth 25 cents. Let me see if I have a dime, probably not. Oh, I do. This one is a dime, it is worth 10 cents. Okay, so these are all the American coins. We have 4 main ones. There's one that's worth 50 cents, but that's really hard to find. Okay, so it's normally just, can't really see those. There we go. It's normally just these 4 coins right here. Okay, so these coins are a type of money, and normally people throw them into fountains to make a wish. That's a like long-standing tradition. I think it's pretty global, but I don't know if that's something that you're used to hearing about. Wish. So a wish is something you want to happen, and it's usually like you're expecting it to happen by magic or some way other than like the normal way that things happen. So for example, this guy here, the waiter, he like kisses the coin and throws it into the fountain, and he makes a wish. So the wish that he makes, the thing he wishes for, is money. So then the dollar bill like hits him in the face. The other people wish for love. So there's a couple different ways that you can use this word in a sentence. You can either say make a wish, like I want to make a wish, or you can say I am like going to wish, I wish. So you can use it either as a noun, something that you have, I have a wish, or you can use it as a verb, like I wish for money. Granted. Granted means given or happened, and it's usually used with the word wish. It can be used other places, but most likely if you're going to hear the word granted, it's going to be regarding wishes. So like if you said, I wished that, or like in Aladdin. So Aladdin has a magic lamp. We'll just say it's this cup. So magic lamp, and he rubs the lamp, and then a genie comes out, right? The genie, and the genie says, you have 3 wishes. And so Aladdin says like, oh, I wish that I could pretend to be a prince. And so the genie says your wish is granted, and he makes that thing happen, right? So the little guy in this video, the little like elf fairy kind of guy, he grants wishes. That's his job. So he makes wishes happen. He makes them come true. He gives out wishes. So he was the one that pushed the little button, and then the guy got the dollar as a result. Stuck. Stuck means unable to move. So this is similar to the word we had previously, being trapped, because trapped is when like you can't move from a spot, but stuck means that you are unable to move. But it's not usually like trapped means somebody else probably did it, right? You're in a room and you can't get out because someone locked the door. So that would be trapped. Stuck would be like if your foot got caught in something and you can't move, or these coins got, you know, close together and they can't move because they are stuck. They're not trapped, because if something comes in and knocks them out, then they can move along. But because right now they can't move, they are stuck. Emergency. An emergency is a dangerous situation. Usually it needs action like right away, immediately. So an emergency would be like if the fire alarms went off, or if there was like a tornado or a lockdown. Okay, so those are all different emergencies. In this case, the emergency is that the wishes are stuck behind the coins, right? So the wishes can't get out. They're actually trapped under the coins. So the emergency is that the wish granter, the little guy, can't do his job. He can't grant wishes. Fail. Fail means to not succeed. So succeed, we know, means to do something really well, right? To finish whatever you were doing and you do it correctly. Fail means that you are not doing that. So like you're just not doing well at something. In school, if you get under 70%, then you're failing your class. But you can fail at anything. It just means that you're not doing it well. Desperate. Desperate means done with all of your strength, but thinking you'll fail. So he is trying really hard. He's trying all these different things and he really wants to succeed. He really wants to grant their wishes, but he's doing it because he's like afraid that all of his options aren't going to work. So he's starting to get like, right? Like frantic and scared, worried. So he's like trying every last thing that he has, hoping that something will work. But deep down, he's like, I don't think this is going to work. So desperate is that kind of feeling of when you're like, and you're trying really, really hard, but you know there's a chance that you're going to fail. Grab. Grab means to quickly take hold of something. Okay, so if I said, grab the pencil, it'd be like, boop, right? You're gonna grab onto it. Versus like take the pencil would just be to take it. So grab is just quickly holding onto it. So the wish here is grabbing the guy, and the guy is grabbing the bus. Okay, so two different things are being grabbed at the same time. Love at first sight. Love at first sight is when people fall in love with each other when they first meet. So this is kind of like a saying that people can believe in. Some people believe in it, some people don't. So love at first sight would be like you see somebody and you're like, oh, I'm going to marry that person. Like that person is perfect for me and we're going to spend our lives together and be super happy. But like these two people don't actually know anything about each other. They just saw each other and they're like, oh, I love you. Yeah, look at, I have a flower. Okay, so love at first sight is just that like feeling of you're going to be the person that I'm going to love forever, even though you just saw them one time. Okay, and that is it for this week's vocab.